8:30, she says. It's 9:45 in the evening. So whoever comes in, comes in. We're going to start off with the L'Oreal Hyalauron Expert SPF. People will be thinking I'm not doing my live. Just been quite busy. And it goes nowhere for people that want to watch later on. I really like this moisturiser. It's very moisturising. Glowy as well. Okay, so we're done with that. I don't know why the Gellar powder's still in here. Maybe I could use that today. Maybe I could use that again because I've only used it once and I pulled it in for a shot my stash. I do really like it as well. So yeah, I think we'll use that for foundation. Hi Tracy. Hi Eden. Ooh, I'm getting excited. We've got a couple of you are in here. So just goes to show the time difference makes all the difference basically, because yesterday I was in at 8:30 and there was no one in here till right at the end. I think Eden came in right at the end, didn't you, Eden? Right, so now then I want to put this Sunkissed Skin Hyaluronic Acid just under the eyes. It's the Nourishing Under Eye Serum. And my friend Louise actually... I hate having minimal room. My friend Louise tried to get this where she lived from Body Care. They didn't have it, so I said, she's coming to visit me. And I can't believe it because she started off as a subscriber. I can't believe I'm actually going to meet her. I don't see her as a subscriber. I see you guys as friends. So I'm like, can't wait. So I said I'd take her into the Body Cares where I live and hopefully she'll be able to get some of this. I don't think it's one of those things that you need to have backups in, but it's okay for the price. I think it's $2.99 or something like that. So how are you guys? Are you all well? I'm just putting some on the eye to nourish that. I'm really thirsty. Just had some hash browns though. Water. That'll rehydrate me. Right. So once I've done that, I can never find anything in here. I don't know why I keep it in here. It is supposed to make me be able to find things. Let me take the brushes out. So from 5 o'clock this morning, guys, I did declutter. I've still not finished the declutter. I did it in sections. I'm hoping to get rid of at least 46 palettes. Was it 46? No, 56. I want to get my eyeshadow collection down to 150. And I know that sounds like a lot. At the moment, it's 214, so it's 54, not 56. I'd love to get it down to 50, but that's never going to happen for me. Right, I need to... Where are you? Okay, so I think I've lost my Essence Go Go Glow, which should be in here really. Right, doesn't matter. This is kind of the same thing. So this is a New Look Glow highlighting stick. I'm going to put some of this on the cheek area. Doing well, I don't work Wednesday, so off with my son today. Oh, that's nice. Are you doing anything special, Eden? That sounds lovely, day out with a friend. Yeah, I'm hoping it all goes to plan and she does, and she can make it, because we all know things crop up. If things do crop up, there'll be another time. Because I don't get out much. My socialising is with you guys, so that's really nice as well. I'm wondering now where that Essence Go Go Glow is. I don't know. I need to find it. There was literally probably about that much in it, so I don't really need to keep hold of it. Let's go in with the Laura Gellar Balance and Brighten Foundation. About to have a friend come over who is over from Australia. That's really, really nice. Is she over for long? Or is it just for a couple of days that she's visiting? Where's this brush? Okay, so I'm going in with this Kabuki brush just a week. Do you have a lot of friends, Eden? I feel when I know you're that bit younger than me. And you may have friends, obviously, because you've got a young son and you probably go to these toddler groups, don't you? I'm just presuming. Put me right if I'm wrong. The reason I'm asking is because I don't. Like, all my friends in the UK are married off and have got kids, and we've lost contact basically. And yeah, just have you guys. Makes me sound really sad, doesn't it? I do really like this. I didn't used to. I think the trick is to put a good moisturiser on underneath, so you're not actually applying it to dry skin, and then a glowy product, because I don't think it would work half as good. I think I'm going to be project panning this. Will I buy it again? If I can get it at the right price, I think so. So I bought a baking tray last week, and I thought I'd left it in the front room. And I went to go and get it because I wanted to bake some hash brown, not bake, but cook some hash browns. And could I find it? It was nowhere to be seen. And I'm like, okay, so where did you go? Was looking for it for ages, and I've literally just found it. I put it in a safe place, and my mum said, was it in your oven? And I said, no, it's not in my oven, even though that's the first place I should have put it. Anyway, I'm glad I've found it and that I don't have to buy another one, because I'm sick of replacing things. My mum was like, I can pick you one up if you want. And I said, I'm sick of replacing things, Mum. Because I would have had to give her the money back. And then So if you've watched yesterday's video, you will realise that I was using my data plan. I think all's good, you know, it's not, I mean, I've got unlimited data with my provider, so that's all good. But then my actual broadband, it came back on. There was a fault within the line, I think. It came back on. And this morning it said, your new bill is here. So I thought, okay, I'll go and have a look at it. It was double, guys. So it was £43.06 and I normally pay £23, and I'm like, this is practically double. So I rung the company that I'm with. I'm like, I'm not having this. If I have to pay this, I can't pay it anyway. I don't have that kind of money. That would have meant me paying basically £43 for the broadband and then another 26 on top for my phone. So I'm like, I can't have this. I can't be paying like £60, £70 on bills. And I've got other bills to pay for as well. So yeah, I rung them and they said, oh, you've been out of contract for some time. And I said, how can that be? I said, I've just paid my normal bill rate, which is £23. So I've been out of contract for some time. Then shouldn't it have been £43.06 last month? I'm just going to go on with this, puff. And she's like, so she transferred me to renewals. And she said, I believe you want to renew your contract. And I said, well, it depends what you can offer me. So let me just say I'm not cakey. That's not been blended in right. Can see a great big patch there. Can you see it? Right, where's the brush? I'm not going to put any more product on. I'm just going to try and blend it out. So she said, let me look into it. And she gave me that deal, that £23.99. She said, I can see that you've just got the high bill of £43.06. I can give you £20 credit. And I said, well, yeah. I said, because I can't afford to pay that. I said, if you're expecting that off me, then I'll just cancel. Anyway, she said, I can't send you an email that states that you've got that £20 credit, but it should just come off when you pay your bill. She said, but you can take my name if you want, and then if it doesn't, ring us back. Anyway, long-winded, I know, but that was a bit of stress for me today to deal with because I need my Wi-Fi to actually do these lives, and I'm enjoying doing them. You guys tell me that you like watching them, so I don't want to be without my internet connection. Okay, I'm 31. I've definitely made more friends since having my son via baby groups, etc. Yeah, that's a good opportunity, isn't it? How you make friends. I have my sister who is more like my best friend. We were pregnant at the same time and her daughter is 8 weeks younger than Emma. Oh, that's sweet. So they're going to grow up together. That is so, so sweet. I've got my sister as well. My sister lives on a good day 10 minutes away. On a bad day 20 minutes walk away. My mum lives 6 minutes on a good day, maybe about 10 to 12 minutes on a bad day with my leg and everything. So I have got people around me. I just would like friends. In the UK, preferably. Hi Andy, I'm on my way home from work now and I have to stop at the pharmacy, so I won't be able to talk a lot, but I'll be in and out. So excited that I caught you today. Hi Grace, it's so amazing that you're here. Even if you don't talk, I know that you're here, which is great. Right, so we've done the concealer. I'm going to set it very, very lightly with this. I don't want to go in with the collection Hydra setting powder too much because I've used that Gellar foundation powder. It's definitely hard to make friends as an adult, especially when you've got social anxiety, Eden. I might not come across as that's something that I have to deal with on a daily basis, but I think that's just because I've been on YouTube for so long. Your confidence builds up, doesn't it? Get a bit on the forehead. Gosh, I'm really thirsty. Sorry, you're going to see me drink a lot of water. So yeah, I've decluttered quite a lot of eyeshadow palettes already. They're just on the bed there, back there. And I need to go through my other drawer and just make sure that I want to keep everything that's in there. And then, like, I put it in parts as well. So we've got, I've called it something like Huge Eyeshadow Palette Collection and Declutter Part 1. That's going to go out really, really soon. I just need to edit it a bit and then it will probably go out. Because people have been asking, when are you going to do it? And what I wanted to do is this Chopping Block Sunday series I've got going on. And I'm thinking, why are you hanging on? You can still do it. But just get rid of the things that you know that you don't want. Right, bronzer. I'm a homebody though, I like being at home. Yeah, that's nice, especially when you're working. You don't really feel like socialising, do you? I think with me, because I'm not... don't want that brush. I think with me, because I'm not working at the moment, I would really, really like to socialise. And I'm only socialising with my mum and my sister. So, it would be nice. I mean, I'm not even asking for a lot of friends that, you know, just the odd one or two. Not greedy. And I've made some fantastic friends here on YouTube. But they live in Australia. Well, two of them live in Australia. One of them lives in Canada. So it's not like I can just pop in and have a cup of tea with them. Right. Just blending this out now. I don't know what palette I'm going to use. I thought I was going to use the Urban Decay Naked Honey and the Wet n Wild Call Me Sunshine, because they are so similar. The dupes, like the bits come off. Oh my gosh, where's it gone? Right, I'll look for that later. I've needed to get a new powder brush for ages. I might just have to declutter this and buy a new one. Good job, I can see the funny side. I've made it into a little travel brush. Okay, I want to go in with that Tanya Burr bronzer as well. Where are you, brush? So just this magnetic palette here. Someday you will get to visit them. Yeah, I really hope so, Tracy. Especially Lisa. Just so expensive, isn't it? Travelling. And it would be a long trip. 2 planes. On my own as well. That's pretty daunting. But these are the things you've got to do if you want to go and visit a dear friend. So I'm not sure what eyeshadow I'm going to do yet. So I don't think I'm going to do blush. Get some of this Hydra setting powder just here. So whatever I manage to declutter, I'm not going to fill drawers up. I'm not going to go out and buy. Because obviously, you know, I'm on the no buy. And I just can't foresee me. Unless something absolutely mesmerising comes out. Probably something by Glaminatrix. I can't foresee me actually going out and getting anything new. Maybe not even next year. I just want to use what I've got. Palette. Right, I'm going to get up. You'll probably see a load of eyeshadow palettes on the bed, so just ignore them. Because I want to do what I was going to do. Right, I'm going to show you just how similar they are and why I don't need to keep the Urban Decay Naked Honey. You would think out of all of them I'd keep the Urban Decay Naked Honey over what I'm going to show you now. You can see this is a dupe quite clearly. So it's a Wet n Wild colour icon in Call Me Sunshine. And the reason I want to keep this one is because this one is a duochrome here. So that's what that one looks like. And then we all know what the Urban Decay Naked Honey looks like. Show you them close together. I'm going to try and do an eye look that's pretty much the same with this and also this. So if I can get an eye look that's pretty much the same, then this one will be going. I've barely wore it. So that's another reason why I think I can just pass it on. Let's just put them there. I feel like doing like an orange blush. So I'm going to put this palette back in the drawer. So for once we're using something that isn't in Shop My Stash. I feel like using this e.l.f. Putty blush. I need to get one of the at least one of the Putty blush brushes so I can use it with this. Apparently it picks up better and they're only like £4, so when I next go into town I think I'll get one, and then I'll go over that with this Oden's Eye in Warm Sun. See what these look like together. Did I say Bahamas for this? Excuse me. So you can see it's barely been used, whereas the bronzer has been used so much. Hello to everyone that's here, the 8 people. Come and say hello if you want. I don't bite. It's a really pretty blush, this. Okay, should we blend that out a little bit though first before I go with the other one on the top? There we go for that. And then we've got this beautiful one from Oden's Eye. This is the second one of their blushes I've got. I think this is a lighter one. Oh. So, Warm Sun, and I've also got Peach Gleam. And there's actually quite a lot of orange peach blushes that I just want to get rid of out of my collection. I just want to keep a few. Just in case I ever go back to loving those kind of shades. At the moment, it's all about pink. Let's... Very summery colours. Yeah, that's why I want to keep some of the peachy, orange leaning blushes. Because they'll be good for summer and also fall. Or as we call it, autumn. Highlighter. What are we doing for that? I'll use this LYS one because I'm still not 100% sure on it, you know. So, looks like that. It says LYS Aim High Pressed Highlighter Powder Brave / Champagne. Why did they have to put so much on it? It's a bit blurry, isn't it? But it's a really golden highlighter, so let's not put too much on, but I want to use it. Just tap it on. I thought it would be too dark. It's not that dark. You're just going lightly. So what's on everyone's... Not everyone's on no buys like me. What's on everyone's wish list? What are you guys wanting to purchase? I want to live vicariously through you. Don't worry, you won't trigger me. I'm at the stage now where I feel like I'm very strong. I can put stuff in my cart on Sephora or whatever the website may be, and then I can just leave it and it either goes out the cart by itself or I'll delete it. Because I'll be like, I don't even want that badly, so I wouldn't even buy it even if I could. some of the times half the fun is just looking, isn't it? I don't want to buy anything at the moment, staying strong. Yes, Eden. How long have you been on your no-buy? If you ever need support, you know where I am. DM me on Instagram. That rhymed, didn't it? I didn't mean it for it to rhyme. Tammy's actually getting the Natasha Denona Golden palette. I'd be interested to see what look she does with it, even though I don't want it. I don't need it. So I've got the Natasha Denona Gold, and I've also got the Mini Gold. I want to see what look she's done with it. I've seen Rebecca Morgan's looks that she did. I saw swatches. But I've not seen, like, a smaller content creator do looks with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Right, I'm going in with the Hourglass, what is this? Ambient Lighting Edit Universe. I'd love to know why Hourglass make it so... Why did they make the names of things so long? I saw a really nice quad on the Space NK website. And I was saying, I was saying, I'm not going to get another palette. Not going to get another palette, but they have a quad. It's got, I think, two blushers. It's got a pink one and a more peach leaning one. A highlighter. It doesn't have a finishing powder in it. All I know is it's got 4 things in there. But I do really want a finishing powder, so I think I'll forego that quad to get a finishing powder. I'm definitely not getting a palette this size. They're just too expensive. And I've still got that one from last year. Wow, I'm going through this live quick. Oh, I need to get my brows done, don't I? I say get my brows done. There's not really much to it. It's just some brow fix. No wonder I'm going through it quickly. I'm missing steps. Oh, it's there. Right, I'm going to go in with this Eco Tools Spoolie. Just brushing them up. Sometimes I brush them up and then brush them down. So let's do that and then brush them back up again. Okay. So, P. Louise, hold you down. I think part of the fun of no buys is using what you've got. But for a lot of people, especially who love makeup as much as I do, like for me, it was always a problem not buying makeup. So, I do get it. I get why people do low buys rather than no buys. Go away, curls. I'm not putting any lip oil on today, just purely because I can't stop drinking water and it's pointless. Right, palettes. Let me get some primer first though. Why do I feel like I'm missing so much from this? Might have to use concealer. Yeah, let's just use the concealer. Maybe I've just put stuff away in the drawers. Oh, look at that. That concealer is right down there. But I haven't pulled the stopper out, so that'll be the next thing I do. I mean, I could go in the drawer and I have got another primer, but you've caught me on a lazy day. So you don't even have to get eyeshadow primer, you can just use concealer. Because we're going to be setting it anywhere. I'm going to try and move a little bit closer. Right, I'm going in with this as usual, this shade here. It's the Revolution Contour Palette. Getting to the point where I'm nearly done. Keep thinking that all the time. Oh, we'll be done with it soon, and it lasts months later. It's still, oh, I'm going to be done with that soon. In your dreams, Andy, in your dreams. Okay, what are we doing? Doesn't matter what eye goes on what, to be honest. So we'll start off with the Urban Decay Naked Honey. Who's got this palette and what do you think of it? I need to get them both open and figure out what shade is relatable to what shade. Now this shade in here is probably what I'm going to put all over the lid. That's meant to be obviously a dupe for Honey, this shade here. The one in the Wet n Wild palette is better. Okay, so this is a 10 pan, and then the Naked Honey is 1, 2, 3, 12. So we're missing 2 shades anyway, so I need to figure out what's what. Okay, so we'll go in with Swarm. Swarm? Yeah, Swarm. We'll go in with Swarm first. And I'll probably use the same brushes, but I've got a little microfiber towel here. And I'm just going to put that on my lap. So let me start off with this. I'm just going to make sure there's no colour on it. I don't know where my colour switch is, you know. Probably need to get a new one. Yeah, so this shade here. So right eye we're going to be doing Urban Decay Naked Honey. This is a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like I need both. I feel like we need to turn this light down. Why do I feel like I'm saying that in every single video? It's beautiful. That's a beautiful shade. I bet I'm going to be like, I don't know if to get rid of it now. Depends how the Wet n Wild one performs. I mean, it must be a good year since I've used this palette. Easy. And if it's been that long, then do I really need it? Right, run that through the colour, not colour switch, but the towel that I've got on my lap. And then let's go in with the Wet n Wild colour icon for the left side. And this is the light, well, it's not the lighter shade, that's the lighter shade. I'm going to go in with this. They don't have names, that's number 1 then. You can definitely see that they've tried to dupe it, and they've got quite a lot of palettes like this Wet n Wild. I don't know if they're all dupes of stuff, but this one definitely is. And this is the only one from the colour icon that I've got. I'm sure I got it from Just My Look. Yeah, they look similar. We're only just doing one eyeshadow though at the moment. Let me go in with that Revolution powder again. Right, what are we doing next? I like doing these kind of videos, but I'm like, oh, it's got to be so exact. Otherwise, it's just not going to work, and I'm going to be going out to my mum's with 2 different coloured eyes. Hey, Tammy, thanks for coming in. I'm just doing, because you may have missed it. So we've got this Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, which we all know what it looks like, but looks like that. Mine looks like that. And then you may have seen this one. I've also got this one as well, this Wet n Wild Call Me Sunshine. And I'm just thinking, this one I probably keep around because it's got a duochrome in it, which is this one here. Whereas the Urban Decay Naked Honey doesn't. So I'm trying to establish, can I get a similar look with this? And it's quite clearly a dupe. And some of the shades are even better. So what do I want to go in with next? Let me look at the Urban Decay Naked Honey. Right, I think this shade is Keeper. But is it? Oh gosh. I make myself laugh at times. I've had that palette and gave it to one of my sisters, the Urban Decay Honey palette. Oh, they look like similar colour stories. Yeah, I think the Wet n Wild one duped it, but it's got better shades in it. So this side, Wet n Wild, and this side, Urban Decay. You've just left a comment. I'll look at that later. I think I've had too much salt today, guys, because I just feel thirsty all the time. I'm not sure Phoebe's there, but I'm sure Tracy will tell her hello. Anyway, how are you, Tammy? Did you get sleep last night? Right, I'm going in with Keeper on the right-hand side. It's very warm, this, so it's not going to be to everyone's taste, is it? When this palette first released, you couldn't get an eye colour like this on the market, and that's why I wanted it. I bought it for one eye shade. Oh yes, I did get sleep last night. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. Sleep deprivation, oh, it kills. Do you guys have access to Paramount Plus? The reason I'm asking is because there's this show on there called Insomnia, and it is really, really good. Scary, but good. I do, but unsubscribe, that's fair enough. I'm using my sister's. Oh, I don't want to go in with that again. I was just going to go into the other eye. Do you know, because you get so used to using one palette, I was going to go into that, into the Keeper shade on this eye. No, no, no. I did that last week. Right, and then on the Wet n Wild, it's this shade here. So, shade number 3. I wish they would be more, kind of, have more about them and actually name things. But it is an inexpensive palette. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go even darker. I want to try as many of these eyeshadows as I can. Right. So the darkest shade is the last shade that the Wet n Wild has, sorry. I don't mean in this palette. The darkest shade that the Wet n Wild has is a shade like this, Sting. So I guess we're going to have to go into that. I'll use this BK Beauty brush again. Unsubscribe because we have Netflix and Disney Plus. I want to get Netflix again. Just because of Bridgerton. I've not watched Bridgerton yet. The new series, the new series is out, but the second part of the new series is out in a few days. I'll probably get it when I get paid. Just stamping this here in the outer corner. Karen, hi. I feel really blessed. This is the second live you've come to. How are you? So Karen is my Australian friend. To all those of you that don't know. So that's that there. So that was Keeper. So now I just need to take the colour off this. And if you're wondering what I'm taking the colour off with, not a colour switch, just this towel here. Hi Eden, how are you? I'd like to get Discovery Plus again just for Ghost Adventures. Oh, are they not scary? Hello to everyone. Yes, it's all about timing as well. I'm well. Yeah. Right, so into the Wet n Wild colour icon, call me Sunshine. And then can you see how that's probably the most dupable, because we've already used this shade here, and the darkest shade really is this. Because this is 10 pan and the others, what was it, 12 or 14. So some of the shades are missing out of the Wet n Wild palette. You like paranormal shows. Do you watch true crime, Tammy? Oh yeah. I watch it to an extent. I watch 60 seconds on YouTube. So 60 seconds is Australian. And it's really, really good. And it's free. More to the point, it's free. It's probably why I'm so careful when I leave home. Same with me. I'm always checking behind me. Behind me? That came out a bit weird. So yeah, I do that as well. But to be honest, I should not be coming home at the time that I come home at. I'm just lucky where I live isn't a big city. It's not a big city, but that doesn't mean that nothing can happen to me. And my mum's like, I'll call you in 10 minutes, make sure you're home. I'm like, well, if I'm not, what are you going to do about it? Right, so I'm just kind of blending now. I don't think I've ever watched 60 seconds. Oh, you should, Karen. There's so much on about... Do you watch the news? Like, because I'll talk to Lisa about these people from Australia. Like, there was this lady, Belle Gibson, and she faked cancer. And I know it is true crime to an extent, but it's not like, you know, what other people could be doing. But anyway, she was on it, and they did an interview with her and things. And then I watched one today. He's got a weird name. I can't remember his name. And he basically... I don't know what I should say on here because I obviously don't want the live to stop. But he basically... Let's say his wife is no longer living. Let's say that. And it's because of him. Right, so that's that. I can't go any darker, guys. Can't go any darker. These two shades here, Hive and Drip, they're not in the palette. They're not in the Wet n Wild palette. So obviously we can't use them. Need a glitter glue. We'll check it out. I can send you, if you want, I can send you what I've been watching like before this live. And then you can just subscribe to 60 seconds and you'll get it all. They're like documentaries. I presume like 60 seconds is the news in Australia. I mean, I don't know. I don't live there. I'm nearly out of water. When have you ever known me to drink as much as I've drunk through this live? Belle Gibson, I've actually met her. Oh my gosh, I always thought she was dodgy before all that stuff came out. How did you meet her, Karen? I'm not excited, I'm interested. because she is really dodgy. She looks dodgy. Yeah. Right, what am I looking for? Oh, glitter primer. No, I've just used my glitter primer. My eyeliner. I think I put that away in the drawer, didn't I? Shall we just put some... I'll get my liner brush. Or I would if it was in here. I had it before. This is ridiculous. Right, I'm just going to put the Wayne Goss one on, the one that I always use. Oh, it's here. Does anyone else lose things like I do? The first 48 is good. Right, so we'll go in with Sting on the lash line. Eco Tools brush. Right, so I don't normally use eyeshadow. I've not done this for a long time, so if it looks crap, just bear with me, guys. At an event that she hosted, she managed to fill so many vulnerable people. Yeah, it shows it in the actual documentary. It shows her doing these events. You were there, were you? She ought to be ashamed of herself. But she's not, and she's not giving the money back. And her brother said that she should go to prison. She went to court, didn't she? And nothing ever occurred of it. I mean, what she did was fraud. You know, and she... Was it millions of dollars that she ended up having? Oh, I've just dug myself in the eye with this. She's not the only person that's done it though, and that's the sick thing. Like, there's been a lot of people that I've seen on YouTube that have been caught out saying that they've got cancer, and they've done like these GoFundMe pages, and it turns out that they haven't got cancer. So shade 6 here. Oh yeah, she's not ashamed of anything, and she basically says that she doesn't have a family, and that her brother's got this, that and the other, is like mentally ill. The only person that's mentally ill is her. I mean, she must be, to a certain extent. You know, and I don't call people out for mental illness. I've got, you know, depression, anxiety, PTSD. So, but I wouldn't like come on here and say, you know, I've got an illness such as that, because I'd be worried about getting it like later on in life. And similar. I mean, I do find these people interesting though. I will say that. Right. Yeah, I do feel like I want to go in with Honey, because I want to use number 2 from this palette. So number 2 is that one there. And that shade is a lot better. This shade doesn't really pick up, and you can't go in with your fingers. So I'll just do what I can with the brush. It's just not that pigmented. I'm really going in and scraping with this brush. Burr was just a master manipulator and a scam artist. She wasn't that good though, Karen, was she? I mean, she got caught in the end. A friend worked with journalists and basically said, look, you need to look into this. So how good was she in the end anyway? But I agree with her brother. She should be going to prison. She should be learning from the mistakes that she's made. It's a really pretty yellow gold, but I've got a yellow gold in that Call Me Sunshine palette, so I don't feel like I need to keep this Urban Decay Naked Honey one. I might do another look with it and do the same thing again, just to get it in my mind, do I need to keep it or not. Right, where's that brush? Use this one instead then. Just going to go on with this Soho brush now and blend out. I might have to go in with a bit more of this. You're probably thinking a bit more, isn't it pigmented enough? Shimmers are never pigmented enough for me. Right. Let's wipe this brush off. Okay, so can you see? I mean, that just looks so much more pigmented than the one in the Urban Decay Naked Honey. But it's the same kind of shade. This is a very me colour though. I've got a shade like this, a single that you bought for me, Karen. A moon dust one, I can't remember what it's called. Do you remember when you bought it for me? Should use that. I mean, that would replace the honey shade anyway from this palette. I can't see a difference. Maybe, you know, I'm going crazy. Let me know if you can see a difference. I just can't. Especially not on the eyelid. I'm going to try and go in and top it up with this honey shade. But can you see? I mean, a bit comes on. But like when you go in there with your finger, it's one of those types of shades, when you go in there with your finger, the natural oils from your finger gives it hard pan. Right, and we'll do the same with shade 2 from here. I like the formula of shade 2 better. You can see where I'm going to go with this, whether I'm going to keep or declutter, can't you already? I don't even think I need to do another look, because this is more compact. Like I said, the only 2 shades I'm missing from what I can see. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I would say are these 2 here, Hive and Drip. And I can get by without those 2. It's more shimmers that I can't really get by without. So let's go in now with my mascaras. Still trying to, oh actually no, in a corner. Right, so the shades in this palette for Inner Corner are not the same. One's more shimmery, one's more matte. I love the palette combo, Andy, very pretty. Thank you, Karen. Oh, I think I've already read that. So, we'll go in with Flyby, this one, in the inner corners. Do you guys like these Urban Decay palettes? I don't like them. I don't like, what would you call this? I call it oblong. I don't like this, like this. I would prefer square pans for sure. And I know all Urban Decay Naked palettes look like that. I've had it quite a long time. I just don't like them. I prefer this kind of format. Oh, that's very gold. Gold! That song's coming to my head. Yes. Looks identical on the eyes. I think so. Bye, Eden. Oh, you got to go. That's fine, Eden. Thank you for joining. I have 0 Urban Decay in my collection. There are a few I wouldn't mind having. So I gave my mum the Urban Decay Naked one. I didn't like that either. I'm going to go in with shade 5 on the left eye. This one looks a lot nice. A lot more shimmery. Kind of got my decision, haven't I? Really. I mean, on the eyes they look the same. I feel like going in with a bit of that over here, but it's meant to be, is it a dupe video? And I need to change the title of the video as well, I think. I think we're done with the palette. I would like to at least use this shade, because not today, this amber shade, I really, really like that. And we've got shades similar, I think, in the Wet n Wild one. Yeah, I think it was that one. So we'll do that another day. I'll keep these out for a bit longer. And then I'll be able to make a decision whether it's gone. But I think it is. I think I'm going to just pass it on to someone. Hopefully someone will be able to get use out of it. Because it's a nice palette and it's not exactly cheap. I would just rather keep the more compact one. Right. Stop speaking about eyeshadow palettes. It went off. It disconnected me. Right. So, primer. I don't think you get a lot. Eden was telling me that Essence do a primer. I don't know if I like this one. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting for £1.50 for 2 mascaras. I bought it more out of interest. Right, that'll do. Feels like there's nothing in it, you know. How many? 2 times 4 mil. It's not a lot of product, is it? I'm going to go in with the defined side. The defined side's better than the prime side. It's not the worst mascara I've ever tried, but it's not the best. Get this curl up there. It just won't stay. And I had someone say, well, why don't you just clip it back? Because then when I take it out of the clip, it just looks not right. Right, and I'm going to go in with the 17 another level as well. Holy Grail, love it. And I actually managed to get my Boots app on my phone. I had to actually get another email and just start it from scratch, but at least now I've got a Boots app, so every time I go into Boots and I want to get, say, a mascara like this, the normal price is £4, which I don't think is expensive anyway for £4. But why pay £4 when I can get it for £2.50? So, hi Francis, hello. Right, so that's, you know what I've not done today? Setting spray. I'm not going to do it today because that black will be all the way down here. So, yeah, I'm not even going to entertain that. Right, I've got a whole lot of lipsticks in here. A lot of them are from my project pan. I think I want to go on with this one. Like, I should do that one. Like, I would normally do that one. But I don't think I've used this one 3 times. So, I'm going to go on with the CoverGirl Outlast Ultimate. And this is in Spritz Blitz. I didn't think I was going to keep this, but I've been really, really enjoying this lipstick. Yeah, the red will look better. I'm going to change it. Sorry, guys. Let me just go over my lips with a sponge. See, I should have stuck to my guns on the first lip that I wanted to try. So I think this will be the 3rd time I've used this one. So NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Morocco. Crap. Such a close. I love this shade and it will go nice with the eye look. Love the eye look, Andy. It's from 2 different palettes. Can you tell a difference, Francis? Looking at both eyes, can you see a difference? I'll blend while you answer, and then I'll tell you what I've been using. So right's high-end, left is drugstore. I'm just wondering if you can see a difference. That lippy colour is gorgeous, Andy. Thank you. I don't normally like the soft matte lip creams. I just want to finish it up. I don't know if I'd repurchase it. One is slightly darker. Do you mean this side? I could never pull off that lip colour. Looks lovely on you. Of course you could. Depending on the eye look. Right, so I'll tell you, Francis. So the Urban Decay Naked Honey is the right side. We all know what she looks like. So that's that one. And the colour icon, Wet n Wild, is the left side. It's a good job I don't drive, isn't it? Directions aren't my forte, and knowing my left from my right isn't either, apparently. So I prefer this one. I prefer this, not only the eye look that I've done today, but the actual palette, because we're getting this duochrome in it here, and you don't get that in the Urban Decay Naked Honey. So I think I'm going to declutter this, and I think I'm going to keep this. It's more compact anyway, and like I don't have the most storage, so it makes sense to keep this one. But it breaks my heart to get rid of this because it was so expensive. I probably will do another look using some of the bronzes just to make sure. I mean, look at it, it's practically a new palette. I barely used it. Honestly, but both look the same. I feel like I can go in a little bit more on this side, but I'm not going to, because I'm only going to my mum's. I think I went a bit ham on this side. What I do, I start off really tentatively, whatever the palette I'm using, on the right side, and then I go in, like when I've built my confidence up, I go in a little bit ham on the left side. So the left side always looks a bit darker than the right. So it might even not be down to the palette, it could be down to user error. But anyway, I like the look, I think it's nice. And it's made me come up with a decision whether I wanted to keep or declutter that naked palette, which is good. Normally I would do this on a Sunday, but I just thought about doing it today. Doing something different, bringing a different eyeshadow palette in my collection, because all you're seeing so far is my Shop My Stash eyeshadow palettes. So I wanted to do this today, and yeah, I just thought I would show you what I'm doing, and I thought, you know, since you came in a little bit later, I'd show you what eyeshadow palettes I've used. But yeah, thanks guys for being here, I really do appreciate it. So this is the overall look. You can see, I think you can see this bit's more shiny as well. I don't know. And yeah, of course, we've got the bold red lip. I was thinking about using this one. I don't know if I like these. I'm glad I've only got the one. So it's the Superstay Vinyl Ink in the shade Wicked. It's like a raspberry red. And I think I've only used that twice. I need to do my lipstick project pan update. Some of these lipsticks haven't been used 3 times, but I can't just keep them in here. The update should have, I think it should have gone up about a week or 2 ago. Anyway, I'm rambling, and that's never good for me to ramble. I need to let you guys go. I'd love it if you would press like. It really does help my... It really does help out my channel so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I can be on time tomorrow. 8:30 normally UK time. It was more like 20 to 10 this evening because I had so much to do around the house. Okay, definitely going to let you go now. And thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Bye guys.